All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm probably going to at least make an indentation for this piston section here, just to keep that in mind, and also I'm going to break this up because I need to figure out where the rotator is going to be for the hand once we put that in. I don't want to block that in yet. I want to address the rotator first, and then we're going to block in a claw hand, and then probably that claw hand probably will wind up being like a five finger or 5-digit hand in the end. But start off with the claw. Just start off something simple, so I can just keep working on the overall form. And so we start off. So back to just repeat. So I start off with some people call it the block, and it's just a placeholder object. So I have my placeholder object, my sub D placeholder object, just for proportions, general proportions. It could be anything, creature stuff, whatever it is, cartoon, blah blah. We start to build our layers of information. So I consider this to be like layer 1, and then we're just going to start chopping it up and doing things like that to this layer to refine it. Probably like just two or three layers worth of information added or subtracted from this overall form, and that would be pretty much it. But it's dramatic because just needs to be said, because a lot of these shapes you would not be able to go back and make any adjustments to if you were working in polygonal form. So polygonal form means like sub D or just straight polygon. You'd be stuck, and it doesn't matter what add-on you're using, you'd be stuck. And then you wouldn't be, and once again, SDF is offering a new frontier of addressing the construction of a three-dimensional form. So anyway, so let me just make an indentation here. What do we got? Let me start relying upon my outliner here a little bit more, so I can make sure things are being named properly. I got a box here, so we're just gonna call that let's call it piston support. And I know it's falling under the elbow. That's fine. You don't have to name them. I mean, it's not tutorials. Everybody can do whatever they want to do. But this keeps me. It has to be organized, because this is gonna start to branch out as it is now, and as this branches out, if we don't have things properly named and stuff like that, it gets too convoluted. So let's go to this cylinder. This guy is going to be, that's piston support. This is I call it four-arm piston. They're not pistons, but that's what I think of when I initially did the original drawings and stuff. That's what I was thinking in my head. Not the function, but the overall silhouette and style. Not style, but overall silhouette. So let's go ahead, and I want to go and Shift D this guy. Yep. And we're just going to create an indentation before we move on to doing a lower section. Just want to get that kind of going in here, and not from him. Let's go. Not that one. Let's have it cut. Let's have it do a solidify. Yeah. And let's have it where it's, see, this is where, because I could select here. I want to see it easily did it now, but when you start overlaying a lot of objects for the SDF, selection can become difficult. So I usually would just go like this. Oops, no, I would not. I would usually go like this, using control, no big deal. And then that's why, come on. And then I would just nest it. So now it's only affecting that object, right? And we got some Bevel issues. That bevel was going to be got solidify. The effect or the blend of it. This is like make him a little bit bigger. So he cuts all the way through. We got some weird things going on. Let me see. Oh, maybe because it's it's because of its settings. So I may have to do a separate. So let me see. I think it's 4 piston. We have it on solidify, right? I get my initial guy, but then I'm running into this guy's on flip blending. See, I take him off flip blending and I get my solidify back. All right, so what I'm going to do is let me grab both these guys so they can party outside of him. Come here. There you go. You. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Piston. Why are you gapping like that there, dude? I don't want him doing a direct cut. Why is he not going? All right, yeah. Can I just get an indentation? So strange. There you go. I was in the wrong setting. But it wasn't turning on because of because I had solidify on, so it was just honing in on this section here. But this is what I wanted. I just wanted this type of shape, and then we're just going to increase the depth on it. Yeah, something like this. Let's go to a fillet, and let's move them up. Reduce the size, positioning. There you go. Something like that. And then, so now we have to kind of do it a little bit different. We have to have somebody else cut in there just real quick. So let's go here, Shift D, X. And this one, we want to make sure he's only affecting him. And so we want to nest him. And then we're going to tell him to this one. We're just going to tell him a straight cut. We're just going to keep it simple. And we'll go to fillet. And the fillet's going to go all the way through. So and we're going to wind up making this larger. Because he's gonna go now. Which one? This is he's cutting this another cutting for piston. I'll go with that. I'm not gonna mess around with that naming. These two guys. This is why I like the parent. he's parent, right? So here you go. So, well, let's fix him now that he's moved all over the world. I'm just doing this free flowing with the movement, with the positioning, not doing it numerically right now. Let's just move him into place. So we want to make sure that, did we not nest him? Hey, dude. All right. These object selection couldn't be moved. Blah, 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 blah. And let me just unnest him. There you go. But we still got some. I don't need him to blend up there right now. Yeah. Hollow. We're going to reduce his strength 0.01. Yeah. Got some blending going on in here. Dude. Let's go to the inner piston. Just creating that. No, it's not this. Let's go 0.08 again. Let's go back. Somebody in there is blending when they shouldn't blend. It's not him. There he is. Okay, I found him. So just want to cut off his blend. Well, I do want that blend, so let's leave that where it is right now. Let's go in and grab this section here. Let's just move it, because if you can see, I'm just dealing with this little section up here. It's just a visual thing. See, it's just too close. But I want that blend down here, and I don't feel like jumping through any type of other hoop, right? And I'm not too sold. I'll go with the fillet right now, just so I can get that clean opening. It's going to change because this is not the exact proportion for this inner area here. But let's go ahead and connect him right there. So we need, okay, I see it's going to run into the rotator joint. All right, so let's put it right about there. Let's go in. What's happening down here? Nothing. Cool. Let's go in here and we just move him down. Actually, he ain't moving nowhere. What's wrong with him? Why is he being blocked? He's being cut off by who? Yeah. All right, so let's make him, let's unnest him. So that way he'll blend. There you go. So now he's nested up. That's why I just like to have this right here. Click, 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 click. I don't want it set to shortcut keys because already have certain short keys already memorized and all that stuff, so I don't want to mess around with that. Okay, so somewhere in here, like this, right? The inner, and then we're gonna have this outer, but we don't know what yet the outer is going to be rigged to, even though we can just go in here real quick. Let's just drop it down a little bit. And I don't know. I just feel like it needs something there. See, I can't see. Look, here's a selection. This is not a a conjure thing. It's just when you wind up having a lot of things stacked, so you can't grab it, right? So we just want to go back to that piston. Yeah, which one is it? Piston support, and this is forearm. Yeah, all right, piston support. All right, let's just grab him, and we're just gonna add him up here. We'll come back to it. Somewhere in here is some kind of joining that needs to happen. It needs to happen here somehow. Don't know yet. You have to lock it out or nest it up. But don't know yet. I don't want to gunk it up either. We'll leave it right there. Let me just size them. Let me put this. I'm gonna go low. Normally, once you get all rolling in here, I'm usually gonna go local, and that actually will tell at what layer of refinement I'm at. So I'm doing the general form, so I'm in like global mode or world mode, right? But once the refining starts to happen, then I'm going to jump into local mode, and it's all about the local axis of the actual elements themselves that I'm cutting with and stuff like that. I just don't like the sharp edge. Sorry, I gotta. He's not controlling. Let's go with his. Yeah, piston cutter. And I feel it's not going to work. Let's just go with that for right now. But I don't want it to be this razor sharp edge that's there. So probably going to wind up doing something like throwing, as an example. Let me just test it real quick. It's just I'm going to throw a cube in there to create the wedge I want instead of moving a spherical object. So I would go in and shift D. Let's bring out him. Let's go to cube because I don't need an adjustable rectangular shape. And he's going to be nested under because we're not even overlapping. There you go. And we're gonna cut with him. Now, of course, you see it can create all kinds of nice little. You can go around it a little bit, but the main thing is I want to have control over that section. There you go, soften it up. You just got to make sure your numbers are kicking the way you need them to kick. All right, so I can do that. I was going to do like one on this side and one on the other side. That's what I prefer to actually do, and because I want to be at a specific angle like this, like that, a little bit more like that, right, like that. Oh yeah. And then so all I'm going to do is save that and Shift D, and let's just bring our party guy over this way. And I could have remembered a number, so we can just go negative on it, but either way. If it looks odd, okay. So that's like the opening. It's a little more exaggerated than what I need, but that's the opening I'm looking for actually, and it's going to let's go one more because might as well put in, even though it's not the proportion that I need for right now. And we're going to want it parent, so forearm cutter. I'll leave the number there. And so we're just going to break this guy out further. Right, and there's going to be one more because I see in my design here. So let's go. Oh yeah, let's go Shift D. Let's just bring him out. Let's just fix all his rotations and everything. All right. And then what we're going to do, he's already set the cut. He's already nested because I Shift D'd him. So he should just go right where I need him to go. Just like that. Well, look at that outer coating. You see this? Oh, that's so cool. That is so cool. That is unexpected consequence of the cut and what's going on with this geometry here that I need to maybe need to unnest or nest differently. But this is like a happy accident kind of situation. When it's really all I needed was like this. This is really what I needed right here. But that may be actually too small for what I need to, because I see that I don't like that corner when it comes to translating this into geometry. So, but what I will do, let's see if I can go to the bigger cutter. There you go. And what happens if I pull them out a little bit? Oh, that's actually the shape. This is the shape I need. You got too many things going on here. Okay. If I can keep it just like that. Let me see. Forearm cutters. Y'all retreat. Retreat out of the situation. Okay. And let's just bring the piston up higher. That section up higher. All right, we'll come back to that cut. I'm just gonna go ahead and delete these. And I'm just going to take him. No, not him. See how I was able to just dramatically make a big shift. Oh, what am I doing? Well, I move him down. Let me just move him down a little bit. Everybody's partying with him. See, he's parented in the wrong group. But I can grab him And let's bring them out, right? Because it's not actually a, and it's just some internal workings going on in the arm there. And it's pretty, yeah, that's pretty much. And I do want, come on now, we just want to do one more indentation, please. And let's cut them up. Here you go. And so that's my, as you see, that's my rule of thumb is keeping it simple. If I find I'm doing too many if too many complex things are running, then I know I'm overboard. Come on, I said 0.5. Hold on. Let's make that happen. All right, maybe. Just round it up. There you go. All right, and yeah, okay. All right. Pretty much. And then his bevel. There you go. What I mean by his bevel, see? And it's not a it's actually like this. It's like a curve. Like that. But I don't like that. For some reason I don't like this little pointy section there. What happens if I make it smaller? No. No. Yeah. Something like that. It was something like that. And then we'll come back. Something, yeah. All right. Let me see what else. That piston could probably move in further just to complete the diameter, just so it matches the diameter of the other one. Oh, I see. I see. Ooh, a half rotator. I like that. But who's interfering with him? He is. And so, ta-da, let's nest them up. There you go. All right. Okay. Well, it's clean. It's clean. So we're getting somewhere. And then we're going to come back. Let me just, it's not supposed to be a big muscular thing. There's no need to do anything dramatic on this one. Here you go. All right, we'll come back to it. Cool. All right, as we continue on, and just for refinement. No, I don't want to say it's refinement because we're not refining, but because I did this approach here, I just want to address this right before we get down to the wrist area. Blah, 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 blah. I want that same shape. I want that one. And the hierarchy worked out good for me there. Y and Z, right? Yeah. Oh, we can probably go over to square for this one too. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Square? Square? Okay, square. And nested under that bad boy. Gotta have a sound effect with it, right? All right. Let's see, point. Let's go there. We're not running any bevel. Not on this. We'll look at that transition a little later. Yeah. Okay. And what's the depth on him? Round it. There you go. Depth. I don't think the bevel. No, we're good. We are good. Oh, because he's rounded too, right? What's his influence? All right, let's go back to, where's he at? There you go. And that should be in the, put him in a tricep piston area. Why'd he move? Did I just move him? Probably did. All right. Something in here. Something like that. I'll address this set. Well, that's for refinement, but I just wanted to get that indentation going on, like so. Probably gonna put a hole in it. Probably just gonna wind up putting it's gonna be a cut. It's probably just gonna be a cut, and then I'll pull a cylinder inside of it. But for right now, we'll use it as we'll just placeholder it like this. As long as for piston, for tri-piston, just as long as everybody's properly named. So when we come back, 4 tri-piston, that's cool. I'll go with the 4. Yeah. All right. Okay. And then this guy is gonna be ribbed. It's gonna be like a ribbed section here. And then it's got to have a break right there, but yeah. One more thing. Let's just grab this guy and let's just put him over here. He's only going to affect this there. He's not using his flip in like that. And before, when I was having problems with my buttons for the new version, new alpha version 0.022, is I think it was my recorder. It was something else. Something else was running, because I haven't had that problem since that day of recording. So something else was going on. Some other app or add-on or something was calling it. Because it doesn't seem to be Conjure at all right now. This one actually does indent. It actually does indent. But it's going to be rounded. And it's not this shape. It's going to be a ellipse, not a pill. It's going to be the ellipsoid. It's going to be the ellipsoid. That's going to allow me to squash. Right? Oh, come on, ellipsoid. Give me a break. Give me a break. Where are you? 1.3. All right. But it's going to let me squash him. And I want him squashed got too much movement going on here. Like that. because I haven't, once again, my GUI is so close when I'm at this point, like that. And then small. Well, we can do it. It has to be done manually anyway. Let's go 1 meter, 1 meter. Like that. And it's going to come around because this guy's got to be, no, I don't want to start picking away at this thing, but it's going to be rounded like this. Yeah, like that, almost to the extreme. There you go. And then there's going to be some other additions and cuts and stuff to it. But right now, matter of fact, we have to make it off the deck. Right there. And let's just make sure he's sitting off the deck exactly. And he is. All right. Okay. I'll get it. All right. Yeah. Something like that. That's the ballpark. He's starting to go in. Okay. Now that I've slowly gotten off not off the path, but I just want everything to have a some level of information, even though I should address in here, but I'm going to go straight down now. And actually, let me make sure this is going to shoulder, that shoulder. So it's going to go in, okay. And that shoulder, what is, what we want to call it? Cap, shoulder cap. Okay. And this is going to be, because I don't know where he's supposed to be. There he is, shoulder here. We call it shoulder roller. Nope, wrong one. All right. Well, rotator. We call it rotator. Okay, next time I'll say rotator. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. I feel good because everything's in order. So things are naturally falling into their hierarchies properly. So that's good. We'll come back to whatever. Can I just get a chamfer on that thing? Or do I gotta go to bevel? We're gonna go to the wrist. Let me change this to a. We could go with an elongated cylinder. We could. And we'll just make it simple. Roller to roller, like multiple rollers overlapping each other, like here. There you go. And it'll serve as a gap because there has to be some kind of roller support thing here where everybody's so I'll leave it like that for right now. Yeah, where everybody's connecting. It'll make sense later on. But that's our weak spot. Our weak point is here. And so we want to reinforce that later on. Not now. But okay, I'll go with that as far as the flow of information. And now let's go down. Let's go down, and of course all this something's gonna be in there. Technically it's supposed to have a nice little cut. So let's go Shift D. And let's make them into a cube. here and making it to a cutting object. And whoa, good habit is to nest them up, so that way when something else comes into play, it's not going to be affected. Okay, so it's something like that. You know, almost where the base of the piston is. This is actually like a shieldy kind of thing. So what we're going to do is, and I think we're pretty, yeah, we got it. Let's Shift D. Let's go out on the X. Yep. And no one's on the center line or anything like that. So Shift D. On the Y. There you go. The tool for rapid prototyping. This is beautiful. All right, and probably gonna. Where's the other box? The forearm boxes before. Here. Okay, and something in there. Let's round these guys out. They're hitting hard. 0.05. Oh. Well, then everybody, he's got to be, wait a minute. It's not him who's doing it. We'll go on 0.08. And where's the first one? Oh, you got chamfer on, dude. We'll come back to you with that. And who's being 0.08? Huh? Oh. Yeah, that'll help. But was something still wrong? That's good. 0.0819. So why you soft over there, but difficult over here? And let me see, make sure one. One. Why is he cutting weird? He's doing a weird cut. So anyway, let's see. Almost like he's not. Yeah. Oh, and look, the strokes 0.08. There you go. See, that wasn't shit. Anyway, when I was clicking through, I swore it said 0.08. All right. And now the bevels are, and so this would be. I'm not using any mirror because the center is over here somewhere. Whatever. 0.19. There you go. And that's what I wanted. And save this. And this is the forearm. Because it's like it's like a guard for it. Because the hand's going to go inside there. And so the rotator and forearm, cutter, 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 forearm. That's not even forearm. That's call it inset. And then he has 3 cutters. I'll keep the numbers there just to cutter. Cutter. And cutter. All right. And with the elbow too, and take these guys and let's put them in the forearm. There you go. All right, keep it clean, keep it clean. It'll matter. It will matter. So now that we got that, because it's like a shield or a some kind of, yeah, like a wrist guard shield that goes there. I'll go with a ball rotator for right now. So let's just go with this guy. Let's bring him down. Let's unnest him. And let's bring him over. Take him off of flip blending. And he's gonna go inside. And 0.08. Hello, 0.08. Okay. Start with a roller section, roller joint of some sort. We'll clean all this up. But it's going to be deeply nested, not hierarchically, not nested here, but deeply nested inside of here. Because there's not going to be that much freedom for rotation. And it's going to have a second piece to it. Let's block in for the hand though. So the hand, let's shift D. Let's go right with him. Probably go with a tapered one. Let me just get it to the size. Yeah, let's go with something I can control. We'll go trapezoid. For right now, we'll go back. We'll go to trapezoid. This is zero him out. Because it's going to give me a good launch spot for the fingers and stuff for the. How long do I need to have it? Let's go. We'll start big for right now, so it's easy to move around in it. This is gonna have this, the roller more like is gonna have a separate it's gonna be like a ball, like a roller joint, like a going to be a shell over a spherical core. And I forget the term for it, but that's how we're going to approach it. This is the hand. It's not a big block. It's going to be like here. Probably going to have another section in between them. Let's just start with this basic shape and see how far we can go with it. Okay. Maybe we should make it bigger. Bigger. Let's go bigger. Let's go as wide as this. Yeah. All right. So now let's throw down. Yeah, I don't want to do any. Throw down basic cylinder. We can start with just one finger here. And go just basic cylinder. No tapering, and then probably going to come back to it. Start off simple once again. Basic cylinder. And it's going to have separate joints and stuff, so. And then I'm asking myself, like, what am I even looking at? All right, let's get him back over here, because I see, just as I suspected, I'm not paying attention to my proportions. So I see, oh, everything is going great up here, all the way down to the elbow, but then all of a sudden, everything goes wonky after forearm. And there is like a uniform scale for the forearm guy. But I just need it to be fatter and sit like right there. And then I'll pull the rest up. Like he's fine. Poor little pistons got separated in the heat of battle here. That elbow is gonna have to. So it's telling me already that that the elbow is gonna have to drop down. Well, it's right there. Yeah, it is sitting too high. So let me just. We're not gonna spend too much time here. It's just this. Just pull him down. Probably gonna want it being bigger, and you can pull him up just for right now. We'll come back to a refinement and everything else. Just leave all that. Let's just extend. There's a piston. Nope, piston cutter. No, not that one. Where is he at? 4 piston. Here he is. All right. But we got to deal with the reinforcing of it anyway. And then we can deal with the forearm, which is a whole separate thing. He's just going to wind up moving everybody. But we're going to deal with the forearm. We're going to do it from the size aspect. Like so. All right. Now we're back where we're supposed to be. And that's exactly why I use a guide for the proportions, for the size of everything. Or else it's too big, you wind up as you're as you're working with these individual elements, you lose sight of the forest, all right? Not that guy. Where are you? Not you. All right, let's move him out the way. He's bugging me out. Yeah, see, I want that guy. There you go. But he's... let me select from over here. Oh, I see. Because they would do... All right, they're all up here. So this is not shoulder, this is forearm. This is sorry. This is call it wrist roller or rotator. And let's just, I see he's here, so let's pull him down. And the other one is the, I'll call this should be called palm. Just straight like that. And we're going to put it under the wrist rotator. Yeah, right now. Okay. And the other one, this is finger. We'll just call it finger. All right. I'm down with that. Boom. So now I can just grab my palm. Let's bring him down, and we can make it bigger. And let's do we want to affect this bevel? We'll see. We'll see. We'll see.